Welcome to the Impromptu Life. My name is Artettina, and we're going to be doing another octopus. I still have some octopus available, paintings in my inventory available, but I couldn't resist. I just had this idea and I really wanted to do it. I may also be doing some ravens with some porcelain effects. I decided with this one was going to go ahead and put in the background. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I welcome comments. I also wanted to have just a little bit of this warm coming through, and I was working out how to get the feeling or the look that I wanted, because I wanted the octopus to have a porcelain effect, but you'll see as I'm working at how I'm allowing some of the red to still warm the piece up. This is time lapse and I have different speeds here and there. I know a few of the last paintings that I painted and last videos that I did. You can check out the channel for more. I did them in different ways where I, instead of showing the whole process, slowed down and you just showed in segments that I felt like were the funner part of the painting. And in this painting, pretty much other than just a little bit of the background, I am sharing almost the whole process. I think octopuses are one of the funnest creatures to paint. They're they're amazing animals. I also feel like they're very alien-like. If you were going to have a intelligent species, dare I say more intelligent than us in some complex way, the octopus is one of the animals that I would consider that we haven't really begun to touch on. I mean, I know there's a lot of research behind them and we do know quite a bit about them, but I really just my it's a feeling, not a fact. Don't think that we really you tell me what you think down below, but I don't think we have the full understanding of this creature. They know how it does this, and they have theories and broke down about how it changes skin colors and how it does certain things and using its circulation to change its pigmentation or something like that. Now, I'm not a marine biologist, so don't quote me on any of that. Perhaps you know what it's called. You can, again, put that in the comments below if you know what it is called. It's not the photosynthesis, but you know what I'm talking about, how an octopus will actually camouflage itself. I thought it would be fun to do this, and although I probably should have done him smaller and made a teacup in the piece, and I'll probably do one like that eventually, so you can see what he's camouflaging himself in the background of. But I think a lot of times when I'm watching programs or I even just seeing octopuses, octopi, I just have this uncanny feeling like it's just so much more of an intelligent creature than I think we give it credit. And I think that we have possibly, and I know they have these evaluations now where they can try to evaluate how intelligent a creature is. And again, of course, I believe they're doing that based on a human intelligence, but I just think these and cuttlefish, I feel the same way about cuttlefish. Like, they're so amazing. I, I mean, we don't talk to each other by changing our skin tones, and we do use body language though, and they just have a very advanced, sophisticated body language because they'll not only do it by shape and textures, but color. And I just find maybe it's, I'm sure it's not just because I'm an artist. I'm sure a lot of people find them absolutely beautiful and fascinating. But I have this attachment of like just spontaneously being able to change your color, whether it's to blend in, to fit in. And I all, I mean, it's kind of an abstract way of thinking about it, that how would that change the human society if we started valuing each other for our merit and what we actually are to one another rather than to just appearance? Like if we were going to blend in with the crowd around us or want to rapport with someone, that we would be able to show that by liking them and literally changing the pigment of our skin as just not only as a form of communication, but to make them comfortable or to get, you know what I'm saying? And yet we as a creature are want to believe ourselves to be the most advanced creature in the world. And I do believe we do hold a very special place. I think God knows what he's doing. And but we could learn so much from these animals that do these amazing things. And I just feel like rather than just verbal and bad language or good language communicating, and as well as we use our body language to rapport with people or to make them comfortable, or even cross our arms or look away from them to make them feel uncomfortable, and you don't want to stare at somebody too long because that makes them uncomfortable. And we also have these unconscious patterns. But can you even imagine if part of our pattern, like for instance, when a woman sees, or a guy, but mostly women who see a guy and really like him for some reason, that they will blush. I mean, I kind of feel like it's something like that, only can you imagine blushing in several different colors or sending someone a signal by changing a pattern in your skin? Or, I mean, we do it in a off way, like for instance, women wear makeup or put lipstick on, you know, if they're going to go out on a date with somebody that they like, you know, something like that. But we're having to, so I guess you can say in a way we actually try to do what these animals do naturally and very well, dare I say, much better than we do. And yet they can look completely different from one another, but they're not. They're the same. They're of the octopi family, right? Like I like to say, like this is, I know some people might not agree, but I believe we're all of the human family, and that's how we were made, how we were actually made. You might have to have a spiritual background to understand what I'm trying to say, but we all have the same father ultimately, like we all came from the same place. So we're all family, but we get tricked and deceived into believing that we are not, almost to the point where we're so tricked and manipulated into believing that we're different species. We're not. And I find it very fascinating because I think we could learn something by just observing nature around us. Anyway, that's my little take on it. Well, I hope you enjoy the octopus piece. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe today. And we will see you in the next painting or next art project or next build. Bye, everyone.